All right. Welcome back, everybody. Just what you wanted to see more of, right? Big Ed. Don't worry, though. I'm only going to be talking about him for a few minutes. Then we're going to move on to Bilal. Everybody loves Bilal. He's the best. Just kidding. We're not going to talk about Bilal. I don't even know why I said that. Let's just move on. Come to think of it, I don't even know if I'll talk about Ed. I'll have to see. Jovi might make an appearance, possibly.
Can we get 2 beers, please?
What?
2 beers?
Beers? Breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
You said beers for breakfast. Should I not do that? Like, is beer not available till later? Strip clubs are fun.
All right, who else is there? Ooh, what's going on with Kim and Usman? What are these two crazy kids up to? Oh man, whatever it is, I doubt they're trying to adopt Usman's nephew and bring him to America since Kimberly can't have her own children. That is something I bet is definitely not happening.
After talking to the immigration lawyer, we found out that Usman definitely could not have a second wife in America because polygamy is illegal in America.
So, I feel like maybe I'm going to adopt.
Wait, what?
So basically, they're at the point where Kimberly has to decide if she wants Usman to just leave her and marry someone else or raise a kid. It's really important to his family that he has children, and obviously Kim cannot have kids.
So, do you remember Muhammad's son?
Yes.
Basically, all his children are my children. You know that, right? And then so he can be like my own son.
So yeah, I guess Usman's brother just has a spare kid lying around, you know? I don't need this one anymore. You want to maybe take him off my hands, raise him with some reality TV lady in America?
If getting second wife is not something that can happen, I think adopting an nephew Mahadi would be the best idea.
So already they talked to an immigration lawyer who basically told them that there's no chance he'll ever get approved for a green card if he has another wife and kids back in Nigeria. So I guess instead he's just gonna bring his nephew along. Is that gonna make it seem more legitimate? Does Kim really want the Yammy so bad that she's gonna raise Usman's nephew, most likely single-handedly? I mean, come on, we all know Usman's gonna be too busy cooking up beats. He's gonna be out filming music videos while she's at home pre-ordering Starfield for him.
PS5! No. It is important in my culture and tradition to have child, but the connection between me and Mahadi is more important. Like, it's something, like I feel him, like I'm very close to him, he's close to me. I love him.
I wonder how the conversation between Usman and his brother went. He's saying he has this special connection with his nephew and he loves him, but what, more than his father? More than his mother? He's 3 years old. At this point, he's definitely formed a bond with his parents. He's gonna be really confused when he's in America, surrounded by cameras, watching some random lady throw a drink at his uncle. Imagine when he gets older, he learns the reason that he was raised in the US instead of Nigeria is because this random lady bought his uncle a PS5.
Because my family said that I need to have my own blood to be my son. And Mahadi is my brother's child. So, we are blood.
If your relationship has gotten to the point where the only thing that would save it is adopting your nephew, then something else has gone wrong along the way. What is going on? There's 3 people this season that think having a child is going to save their relationship. We got Jovi saying that shit. We got Sumit saying that shit. We got Usman now saying it. Jovi and Yara's daughter is like 2 years old, and yet he thinks if they have another baby, it's going to bring them closer together. You already have a baby, and it didn't bring you closer together. Sumit, he still wants to have kids at some point in the future, but he's married to someone who's 61 years old. So I don't know how that's going to happen. Explain that one to me. All right, who haven't I picked on yet? Ed. Let's talk about Ed, all right? Let's just get through this. But really quick, before I move on, I just want to mention that I have another channel that I'll be posting podcast clips and shorts and stuff like that. So you should go check that out if you want to. The link will be in the description. It's called The Clip Slice. Anyway, back to Ed. Somehow, he and Liz have not talked about adopting anybody's nephew yet. They recently had an engagement party, which ended with the engagement ring being thrown into a bush. Well, they decided to have another engagement party with Ed's family. And since they don't really like Liz and there's a lot of tension, he promised her that he wouldn't leave her side the whole night.
Boys, let's go in the other room, man. It's too loud in here.
All right. I'm
You
gonna
guys are
switch
drinking.
out.
All right. Anyways, wow, look at this.
So of course, within minutes of arriving at the party, he darts off into another room and disappears out of sight. And he leaves Liz behind just to be questioned and interrogated by his family.
He told me he would not leave my side. Second we walk in the door, boom, gone. And I thought there was a respect that he would make me comfortable till I adjusted and got to know the family, but I'm disappointed.
Wow, you're disappointed in Big Ed. That's a shocker. I'm surprised you could be disappointed in this man. Anyway, he's got more important things to do in the other room.
I've never been around like a huge crowd, let alone like a large group of girls from Ed's family.
Oh, really? You've never had a bunch of women gather around you and stare at you and question you judgmentally because you're dating big fucking Ed?
So I'm very intrigued. Are there any wedding plans? Do you have a date set?
She's asking if they have a date set. The other day, the engagement ring was in a bush. How the hell could they possibly have a date set?
We don't have a date for the wedding. We're in no rush. I think the pressure of a wedding and his mom not being on board.
Listen, I barely know all of you. Can we just like talk for a few minutes, get to know each other? Do we have to immediately just dive into all the tea and all the drama? Has anybody seen a good movie lately or a good show or anything? Or you guys just want to crap on my whole life?
Because I don't want to look back in a year or two and then have that be a regret.
I don't think it matters when you marry him. It's always going to be a regret no matter what. Even if you marry him in 5 years, in 2 years, in a month, it's going to be the equal amount of regret no matter what.
But there are times where it does beat me down. I don't think Ed's going to be ready to get married until his mom can accept me.
They're just all sitting around this room and everything's all sad and gloomy. They're talking about the engagement and then it cuts to the other room and Big Ed's just partying, doing a keg stand. Can you believe it though that his family is the one that's not accepting of her, not the other way? Although actually both of their families just hate this. Anyway, that's kind of all there is to discuss for now. The tell-all is coming up, so that should be pretty good. I definitely plan on talking about that. All right, who haven't we checked in on in a while? Who's somebody that I haven't? Oh, Andre. I wonder what that family's up to.
Who wants a burger?
You have no respect.
Away from me.
Ah, great. Glad to know that everything's the exact same. Honestly, I'm completely lost in this storyline. There's way too much bleeping to even understand what's going on. Most of it's not even a sentence. You know how a lot of people, including myself, use the word like all the time? Andre is the same way, but with the F word.
I didn't do anything wrong here. And why the are you so mad?
You tell don't mean like because you said you were gonna stay until the Charlie problem is gonna get solved so you don't get that toxicity into the family, and you went kiss your mama's ass.
How am I supposed to watch this? I can't follow any of this. I don't know what's going on. It's just a family bickering. And of course, they're out in public, just at some restaurant. I wouldn't be surprised if the camera panned over and there's a family with little kids sitting next to them. I can kind of explain some of this. So this family has never been the same ever since that backyard barbecue brawl between Andre and Charlie. Can we do a quick black and white flashback?
Who wants a burger?
So the family did not really talk much after that, and then Elizabeth found out she was pregnant, and she announced it on social media before actually telling her family. Her dad was there for the announcement, but other than that, everybody else found out through social media, so they were really pissed off about it. They all decided to get together at this restaurant and fight.
And you go over there and followers.
It's on my case because
back.
it's not my problem that her and Libby and you guys have an issue. Why is that my problem?
You're just followers. Say nothing, you're a bunch of followers.
I'm pretty sure Andre's daughter's first word is just gonna be fuck. He says it like his life depends on saying it multiple times a sentence.
Why are you so mad that you're still holding on to that? I knew
Of course
it.
I'm holding out to that. If you don't like it, you
But
don't like
meanwhile,
it.
I'm not gonna do this.
You're up and go. You have your car, give away from.
All right, you get it. You get the idea. They're all screaming at each other. They're still working on that spin-off. I don't think it's gonna happen, guys. You got to step it up a little. All right, so that's pretty much everything in this whole season. We're all caught up. I covered literally everything. That's everything that happened. I am just waiting for the tell-all, which should be pretty good. So the next video might be non-90-day related. We'll have to see. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed whatever this video was. Also, just wanted to make a quick reminder before I go to check out the podcast as well as the new clip channel. The links for both of those will be in the description, and not everything on the channel will be 90-day related. Well, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one.
Who wants a burger?
It's enough. It's
Who wants a burger?
I don't even want to eat anything.
I'll have one.